In the very end of this roll, and there's a wheat penny ender looking at me. What's up, you guys? War Nickel Revolution here, back at you with another video. And today I went to the bank to get some coins just to see what I could get, because it's still the coin shortage at the moment. So what I got was pennies, $10 in pennies and $20 in nickels. As you can see at the very bottom, there's nickels. But I just thought we'd search these today and see what we can find. We're customer after all, so it's kind of a gamble on what you'll find. Maybe we'll find more Canadian stuff than usual, because that's usually what it is. We find more Canadian stuff in the customer wrapped roll stuff than the machine wrapped rolls. But anyways, let's just jump right into this with the nickels first and then the pennies second and see what we can find. I think I should mention what we're looking for in the nickels, just if you're new to the channel and haven't seen our nickel hunts in the past. But we're looking for V nickels, buffalo nickels, shield nickels. We've never found a shield nickel because those are from 1866 to 1883. But we have found a V nickel before. Buffalo nickels, of course. Jefferson Nickels, 1938 to 2003 is some of the nickels you can find, but we're looking for the older ones. So the 1938 through 1959 ones we're looking for. We're looking for 2009 nickels because those were low mintage. We're looking for what you call war nickels. They have 35% silver in them, and they also have a D mint mark above the Monticello, and those were made between the war years of World War II, so 1942 to 1945. We're probably going to find some Canadian nickels, or some. This is from the Bahamas, this is from Canada, so we might find those. This is a blank planchet, so nickel that just wasn't struck with the design. We might find those, who knows. But yeah, 2009s are low mintage, so we're going to find those too. But anyways, without further ado, let's just keep on searching, or open up the first roll and see what we can find. Well, I just opened the first roll up and this was staring at me. It's almost an ender, I guess. 1946. Denver. So that's a good find. For sure. Put that off to the side and see what else is in this roll. Well, guys, second roll we just opened up. I can already see a Canadian right here. It's a 2004. So that means it's going to stick to a magnet. Because it's steel. But yeah. That's an interesting find for sure. Definitely add it to the keeper pile for now. Let's see what else we can find in this roll. Looks like we just found another Canadian, guys. This time it's a 2014. Very shiny. This one also sticks to a magnet. So, got my magnet there. Good find. Let's continue. Guys, this is roll number 3, and we found something pretty good. A 2009 Denver. They didn't make a lot of these. I think they made like 40 million of them, which isn't that high at all. They made like them in the billions or something like that, usually in these more modern years. So it's definitely a good find. Keep that off to the side. Let's continue. Roll number 4, we got a old one in the roll. I don't know if you guys can see it or not. It's not that old, but it's pretty old. It's 1957 right here. Let's see if it's the Denver or the Philly. It is the Denver. They made a lot more Denvers in the 57 year than they made Phillies, so it's not that uncommon. But still keep it off to the side. It's a good find. Let's continue. Roll number 10, guys, just laid it all out, and we got something old. It's right here. It's a 1954 Jefferson Nickel from Denver. Alrighty. Sweet. It's a good find. Let's continue. So guys, we searched through the nickels all the way, and these are our finds. We found a 2004 Canadian, a 2014 Canadian, a 2009 Denver regular nickel, 1954 Denver that we just found in like the last roll, a 57 Denver Jefferson Nickel, and a 1946 Jefferson Nickel. And I think it's a 46 Denver, if I remember correctly. Yeah, 46 Denver. So sweet. Not so much of war nickels or buffaloes or anything like that, but you really never know what you're going to find when you just search customer wrapped rolls. Sometimes people take those out. The buffalo nickels or the war nickels or anything really that old, but it doesn't really look like anyone really searched through these beforehand before they returned them to the bank. They just kind of threw whatever they had in there. So cool. Now on to the pennies. We've got $10 in pennies, so that's 20 rolls, and let's just get started with that. Roll number 8, guys. We finally found something worth keeping in the pennies. So this one right here, 1962 Canadian Younghead. Sweet. It only took me 8 rolls to find something. I'm mostly looking for, older Canadians like this, or I'm looking for wheat pennies and proof coins, things like that. I'm not looking for 2009s. A lot of people do because they're somewhat low mintage. But definitely got a bunch of 2009s that I'm holding on to. I probably don't need any more of those. But to interrupt our search, I'd just like to ask you to subscribe if you're new, like this video if you like it, and comment down below your thoughts. And let's keep on hunting and see what else we can find. Still on roll number 8, guys, and we found another thing worth keeping. It's this 1964 Younghead. So 2 in 1 roll, that's pretty good. Awesome. Let's keep on searching. Just opened roll number 9, guys, and we found a wheat penny. Our first wheat penny of this penny hunt. And it looks pretty old. I'm going to say either 30s or 40s. Probably 40s. Let's just flip it over and see what it is, though. 1944 San Francisco. Alright. I'll take it. The San Francisco mints are usually low mintage, but I don't think this one's very low mintage at all, because it's from the 40s. 40s and 50s aren't really that low mintage, but it's a wheat penny, our first one. I'm happy to have it. Let's continue. Just opened roll number 13, guys, and we got something. It's a 1963 Younghead Canadian, and man, it's got some damage on it for sure. But it's still an older coin, 1963 Younghead. They're pretty common, but they don't come up that often. So it's good to get. Let's continue, see what else we can find. Open the very end of this roll, and there's a wheat penny ender looking at me. I wasn't expecting that. I don't know what roll this is. Hold on. Okay, guys, this is roll number 15. Just counted the rolls, but there's a wheat penny ender. Let's check the other side, see what that looks like. Could just have gotten lucky, I guess. Or maybe this whole roll is full of wheat pennies. That'd be awesome. That'd be looking hopeful. Nope, just 97 on this side, but we'll pour it out. The wheat penny on that end looked pretty old. Let's see what this one is. Yeah, it's pretty worn for sure. Probably 30s. Let's flip it over and see, though. 1928. Alrighty, guys. Wasn't expecting that. But that's awesome. Our second wheat penny of this hunt. And it's pretty sweet, for sure. Don't get a lot of older wheat pennies like that. I really thought it was going to be 30s, but 20s is even better, guys. 1928 isn't anything low mintage. But still a good wheat penny to get, for sure. The older ones are definitely the better ones. Let's continue, though, and see what else we can find in this roll. Guys, still in roll number 15, and we got another wheat penny. This one looks a lot newer, though. Probably 50s, but we'll check it out and see what it is. 1953 Denver. Alright, I'll take it. Third wheat penny of the hunt. That's awesome. Let's continue. Guys, I just have to show you this because I just opened roll number 18, and I found, well, that's a sneak preview, but I found this to be happening. I can't dump the coins out. There's something too big in here to be a penny. That's stopping the pennies from coming out. So I got this much out. There's nothing really there. That's old. It's a 74. But I look in here. I don't know if you can see that well, but let me try to tilt it. I know what this is, guys. This is a penny from Great Britain. It's a little bit bigger than a US penny. So let's try to slide it out. Here we go, guys. Great Britain penny. A modern one. This one's from 2011. But here's that back design you were seeing. It says 1 penny on it. The Brits actually do have pennies. We have cents, technically. Even though these rolls say pennies on them. We have the cent, as it says on the back of a penny. 1 cent. But as you can see, it is a little bit bigger than a penny. Or a US penny. So if you didn't know that, and you haven't found one of these yet, I found not quite a few, but they come up every once in a while. I think I find euros more than I find pennies from Great Britain, but it's still really cool. Doesn't come up that often. It's a good find in my book. Well, let's continue, see what else we can find. Well, guys, we went through the full $20 worth of nickels and the $10 worth of pennies. And we've got, for pennies, a 1928 wheat penny, a 1944 San Francisco wheat penny, and a 1953 Denver wheat penny. For Canadians, we got a 1962 young head, a 1963 young head, and a 1964 young head. And the oddball of this hunt for sure was this 1 penny we found from Great Britain. Cool design for sure. Doesn't come up that often whatsoever, so it's very cool to find, as well as these wheat pennies and the other Canadians. They're really good to find too. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Peace.